Hello everyone and welcome back to the next of our Age of Mythology campaign walkthroughs. Stronger Together on Ludicrous Mode. So this is number 3. And can't speak. Too excited. Reunited with all the main characters of the campaign. I'm not going to even attempt their names because otherwise I do butcher them.
I will concede. Your assistance
But Huyi does admit he needs our help in fending off the villains. So we're going to work together.
Imagine how strong we will be with your help. Let us work together, and we will defeat Huang Zhaowu.
What was that?
Oh, an earthquake. I thought he was picking apart what he just said. Here's another pillar, which obviously is going to go under attack. Oh, okay, it's destroyed.
Things to come.
They're not very strong, are they, for being very important?
Not even wise Shenong expected this.
So much for the gods being omnipotent and whatnot. So this is on Ludicrous Mode, so I'm expecting a little bit of a challenge, but
what
sure
was
luck.
this pillar?
It is one of the 4 pillars of heaven in ancient times.
And there's only 4 of them,
Gods
God.
were in turmoil and caused the pillars to collapse, threatening all of reality. The goddess Nuwa saved us. She patched the holes in heaven with 5 colored stones and used the legs of a tortoise to mend the pillars. Now, Huang Zhaowu has frightened the stones into hiding, and he has destroyed the first of the 4 pillars.
Thanos could never.
He cannot be allowed to destroy the others.
This pillar is already destroyed. Why are you here?
Why are you here? Who are you?
Huyi. I am very pleased to see you. We will meet soon.
I do not like this. Set up camp.
Who's he being bossy? Who do you think you are, Huyi? But yeah, it's Stronger Together. So the 3 of us are together. I don't actually know if the 2 other lads are immortal. If they die, do they die permanently, or what's the crack? But
Giants are attacking.
what in the name is
Put
this?
down your bow, Huyi. These are Kwafu. They have come to assist us. Their
Kwafu.
immense strength will help us gather wood and gold and construct buildings.
Oh, so they're kind of like empowered villagers, are they?
The gods favor strong, united communities. Connect the auras of the buildings to generate favor.
Right, so if you want to go the favor route with China, you'd need to you can't really do like forward bases and stuff without connecting things. So a little bit of city planning is involved. We're gonna start walling early, lads, because I am not in the mood for any ambushes. I can imagine we're gonna get absolutely onslaughted, because one thing I don't like about Earthwall seems to be better. One thing I do not like about China is their ability to scout early on is quite low, but maybe in the multiplayer you get like a pioneer at the start. I don't know. It's just hard to scout in the campaign. But who needs to scout when no one can come near you? Do that wall. So this is just kind of the early advancing. Jeez, they do build stuff quickly, don't they? There we go. Probably would be a better chokehold to do. Don't know why that tower is out on its own. That's going to obviously be destroyed soon. We do need to build something between the town centre and that house so that we can build community. There we go. Advanced.
Neutral's allies are guarding the 2 passages up the mountain.
Okay, so there's 2 camps. There's an east camp and a west camp.
They might possess something valuable.
That we can take siege weapons and we can take sages. We'll definitely take them up on that, I think. So far, so good. No massive surprises. I'm going to skip on ahead, lads, because I do want to take away any kind of bloat in the video. We're just booming. I love an old defensive strat in these campaigns where you just get resources so that we can auto-queue things. Wood is becoming hard to come by, but we have enough gold and we have enough food. We should be getting heroic soon. So there's 2 gold mines there. There was like a little bandit camp that we have to get removed there, but they were absolutely they were kitten-like, very easy to kill. So we have forest protection or fey beasts. I think fey beasts is so OP, but I don't know if Gungmang is any good. Cavalry and wood gathering, or focus on trade and infantry. We'll go with the trade and infantry, I think. He thinks that's going to be stronger. Again, campaign is different than multiplayer because in this there's a specific way of just getting the objective done. There's a good few myth units though. Happy days to us. And we might explore the west side of the map, because there seems to be a lot more there. So we're going to go over to the east, or sorry, the west. Explore, see what's here. Oh, we have purple dudes. Scouts. So the purple is the witches, Nicho's stuff. So there's obviously going to be a lot of myth units and stuff in there. But they obviously weren't much of a problem. GG easy. And of course red attacks when they know that. For God's sake. Oh, and we're so slow. Right, we're going to send one fella over just to explore and scout. But yes, how they got over the wall, who knows? Probably jumped or something, I don't know. Let's send these farmers in here. Oh my god. No, my poor villagers. How did they get through? Is there a gap? Kill him. End him now. Suppose we put 1 or 2 more towers up. Oh, just when I was getting brave and leaving the confines of the camp. They had to do this, didn't they? Right, we're just going to skip on a little bit ahead, lads. We've grown a pair of balls, and we're going to go and actually try and take over the east camp. Not a fan of China's army constantly just being ranged units because they're not really good at taking out buildings. But we've used Fey Beasts, which I think is really cool. It's kind of like Plague of Serpents, but like a little bit better. Because I think you can actually retarget them to like attack things. So take out the castle, or whatever we call it. And we are constantly going to go back to bit. Of course then, orange attack. Okay, so there must be something in the AI that it says, alright, you're busy over the map. Better have 2 armies because we're attacking. And of course I don't. And they're probably going to be able to hop that wall because it seems that everyone has some sort of springs in their boots. Can we take over these though? What do we have to do? Okay, we got the sages. We don't have time to take that final camp. We really don't. We have to get back and make sure that we're not invaded because of course they hopped the wall. Right, okay, we dealt with that. And we're going to go to the west side of the map where there's a town centre, so obviously we might need to actually expand our population somewhat. We got a relic, we have a second army. So slowly but surely we're going to start taking over this, and maybe that's where we can start having our second army. One attacking from the east, one attacking from the west. We're probably going to take like 2 hours to do this because we are very cautious in campaign mode. And chaos is happening because everyone is being thrown around. It's very hard to micromanage. The sages just kind of do their own thing anyway though, so I'm kind of glad of that. But we do probably need to take over this west side camp because of the gold. We gotta love some gold, don't we? They actually did do a bit of a number on them. I think, do we need to join them now? Join them up. Right, everyone heal up, because I probably don't have the resources to... Well, I have enough actually for archers, but they really do need more melee units, I think. It's a bit insane that there's like no meat shield. So I think, lads, in this level there's a real danger. We're 20 minutes in. I skipped a lot of the bloat out, but there's a danger that you're probably just going to get out of resources quickly if you don't finish off the buildings. So we're actually getting quite maimed here. And I think the reason for it is the game's going on too long. We did not take out the buildings. And if you don't take out the buildings, you're just constantly going to be against a campaign that like an enemy that just isn't going to run out of resources. There's a relic up the very top, trickle of wood and gold. Don't think it's that important, is it? Well, we'll target one fella and maybe there we go. It's just gonna be hard because sometimes you auto queue them and then the relic goes into battle. But we'll set up good habits and try and do this. We lost a load of villagers there. Love it. Haven't used any of my early god powers, which probably is a mistake. But we have built up the west side somewhat. We have a load of idle villagers. This is basically not what not to do in this game. Still don't know much of the improvements with China, so I'm pretty bare on the unique god power ones, unique god ones, but we'll get there. We're launching an attack on west. And slow but steady. So we've taken out most of the west side. We got our little catapult knife thingies, which are actually melee, so it's I keep forgetting that. I thought that they look ranged. What's up here?
We have lost.
Oh, this is the pillar. Well, you can discover the pillar, lads, and there is
no other pillars fall.
and there's a relic there actually that you can take if you want.
What are you doing with a peasant and a sage? They seem so beneath you.
I want to know how Hoi saved her. What's the T? We're gonna join these two up, I think, because we need one big ass army. Just look at all my buildings are all gone. We really would have loved the Gaia passive where they resurrect or they regenerate. We'll try and reunite these armies. They used Fey Beasts. And I love how my little catapults are like, yeah, let's just keep getting poisoned. I can imagine in multiplayer those sages would be such a nightmare if people can micromanage different myth units to take. They're like a great meat shield, aren't they? I think we're strong enough to do stuff here, so... We have a trapped myth unit, which is happening an awful lot in this campaign. An awful lot of units are actually getting stuck in walls and stuff, so that's annoying, but we'll free you, little guy. It's happening an awful lot with the heroes as well. Like see the way he can't actually escape. There we go. Right, so they're just auto queuing stuff here. So we do need to actually take out the buildings because otherwise we're just gonna always get attacked. Fast forward 10 hours and we are finally taking out the buildings slowly, I must say, because all we have is archers. I have kind of messed up the auto queue, I think, to a certain extent with my units because we just don't have anything that is good against buildings. We need to start doing those catapult saw thingies, but you don't really have much melee units to kind of meat shield them. It's a very unique kind of army. I'm not sure how they kind of compare with the other pantheons. But anyway, everything seems to be fine. Gold is a little bit scarce, so we will fix up on that soon. Part of the problem, I think, lads, with this is that I can probably finish the campaign, but I never do because I'm worried that like I didn't save it, or I'm just gonna waste my army. So we're just slowly taking all turrets, towers, villagers, tents, everything and anything you can see, just as a means of totally disgracing Nia, the witch. We haven't even used any of our god powers, but sure luck. And for those who don't know, there is a town centre that you can take over toward that base. There's probably not much of a need, but you can do it if you want. 10,000 wood, god. You can take it over. And then like, maybe this is how the thing is supposed to be used, but you could maybe use like your god power peasants. So you could build on it instead of having to... Oh, excuse me, sneezing. Instead of sneezing. No, instead of having to get like loads of villagers from your base, you can just use that god power peasants to summon mini, like that's going to be so OP for taking forward like town centers and stuff. Like, I'd say that's going to be probably the strongest classical age god power in multiplayer, I think, because you can just do that, and like you could even just like you could just do it anywhere on the map and like start building towers to disrupt trade, or like do a forward base, or take a TC, loads of kind of stuff. Now obviously early age you don't get as many villagers as you probably need, but late game it could be quite insane. We'll do a little forward base and then we'll finish off the campaign. So yeah, I probably had a lot of opportunities to kill your one, I think. We seem to be doing well. The wall god power is not useful offensively. We'll just use it there. It's so cool, isn't it? But yeah, we didn't really. So all you have to do, I think, is even just get to the person. Get to the witch. So you just have to break down the gate. And there you go. So you didn't even have to kill off a massive army. So if you got to this point in the video, you probably could have cut it a good while shorter.
Ho Yi, remember me? You
No.
are too great to spend your time with a sage like Chang Jie and this peasant.
Oh,
Come
shade.
and serve trio with me. I will be waiting for you.
And then comes the disappearing act.
The war god Chiyo is involved in this?
Oh, Chiyu's a war god.
I should have known.
How can we defeat a god?
Yan Feifeng, Ho Yi, come see this. Here are the immortal pillars of heaven, and here is something interesting. Deep in the valleys of Mount Buzhou,
What is it?
an ancient relic said to entrap even the gods.
Well, that's nifty.
That is how we can defeat a god.
Possibly. But as always, lads, thanks very much for checking out the video. For the walkthrough, drop us a comment, a like, subscribe to the channel.
Everyone,
Flame me in the
quickly,
comments about how
to the
long this took.
mountains.
But we're getting there on the Ludicrous Mode, and hopefully we get to pop out the rest of the campaign very shortly. Till next we meet, look after yourselves, be good, and take care.